Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Today is Holy Mother's birthday, Jayanti, according to Indian calendar. We saw earlier Holy Mother appearing on this earth, but we did not enter into any details as such, because occasion and the subject matter were limited and just had a reference of her descending to this earth. It was many, many years back. I was in Kamarpukur. And some incident happened about Holy Mothers. Just a flash came to my mind. A girl was there, small girl, must be first standard or something, studying, and she used to come, she used to come from the village with her mother and grandmother, and they have introduced Sri Ramakrishna, the Holy Trio, Sharda Devi and Vivekananda to their children, and they are followers of the tradition, being in Kamarpukur, the birthplace of Sri Ramakrishna. Every child is aware of Thakur Mother Swamiji. So was this girl. And she used to often come, at least once in a week or so, school day holidays and all. And I had learnt speaking Bengali. So one day I asked her, do you know Sharda Devi? She said, of course I know Sharda Devi. I asked her, who is she? She said, she is indescribable. We cannot tell about her. I was surprised. Sheta bola jabe na. We cannot tell about her it. Then I asked, what do you mean? You say you know Sharda Devi and you can't. No, it is not a thing that can be expressed in language. It's an object of heart and object of support of life. Bengali term she used, Jiboner Avolambon, Hrider Bhav. That's all. She is object of feeling, Hrider Bhav, and she is support for avalamban, support for life, jiboner avalambon. Then I told her, you are telling all this, will you remember her at all times in the rest of the life? When you grow up, when you start going to school, when you start becoming independent, you are going to college, then you are going for your earnings or married family life, then what will you do? She asked counter question. Can we forget such a thing? Can we forget a thing? What is that mother? What that mother is? Can you forget that such a thing? We find it difficult to do smarana, but in some people, this smarana is spontaneous. Is it a thing to be forgotten? She is asking me a counter question. Is it a subject? Is it an object that we can forget any time? A small girl means the people, what they speak at home, converse, what they discuss is what remains in our awareness. Slowly, how the children grow, we give the information, knowledge of this world, secular education, but we forget to give this jivana avalamban, support of our life and existence. Where do we go for ashraya? A man doesn't have any ashraya in this world. Nobody is there except God. We trust, we believe in certain things which are treacherous. You cannot depend on it. You believe and trust on a thing. When I was pujari in Madras Mutt, Tapasyaniji Maharaj was there. When I went, perhaps he was in his 80s, he used to climb the steps and come to the shrine every day, and I would finish my puja and come, and he would be entering exact time. I will be completing the puja 10 minutes before 9, and he will come 10 minutes before 9 and stand in a corner with closed eyes for 9 minutes. 10th minutes he gets down and goes to the office. He has to be there at 9 o'clock in the office, and he wants to see everybody is in the office in their chairs at 9 o'clock. So, if any chair is empty, that the Swami or Brahmachari has not come to it, he will put a chair by that side and sit there till he comes. And what would be the consequence, you say? Even if it doesn't talk, it is sufficient. It is more than beating a person. So that was, and he would stand there. I thought he was finding it difficult to climb. After climbing all the steps, 1 foot height, his old age, almost he had to balance in such a way 2 steep steps. He has to go to the bedroom of Thakur. He has to go there, go to the mother's and Swamiji's shrine, old shrine, and get down again. He doesn't have any support there. So from below, they cannot have a support there because the wall is there. Steps are here. Even if you put a support, you cannot hold it. So there was a half door We'll close that half door and go away. For children and all, we put in the front, like that type of this one. Just a barricade. It had hinges. So I fixed one handle to, it will be open always. When puja and time and all, when we go, we close and go. So I put, it will be open, so there is possibility of holding it. It is double door. So I had put that handle. Maharaj came and saw there is a handle that day. And he tried to hold it. And the door opened. That is the standing on hinge, you see. He's holding it to start swinging. He's climbing, it will be swinging. Then he told, this is very treacherous. Vishwasghataka. Treacherous means English only. So, that word, treacherous, got imprinted. How? I tried to take support and climb, and I am going to fall because I held it. So world, anything in the world, you hold on, it will be treacherous. So is our intelligence. We are all intelligent, educated people. We can't believe or trust our intelligence. It has in its background not the jnana, because we have not realized God. We have an understanding of God. It has the vasanas. I have not realized God is the proof that I have still vasanas in me. So the vasanas are the background and platform on which I am holding on to something called God with my vasanamayam intellect and mind. Only thing that can hold on to God is heart, love, because it is the manifestation of the Atman. Intelligence belongs to, reasoning belongs to nature, Prakriti. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, all, including the physical body, all belongs to nature, Prakriti. And it is like dream world. So when we have a perfected Guru, then only we have some grip, because he is there watching my movements. He is there watching my thoughts. Otherwise, I am driving myself with my own understanding, with my own. I have created a new samskara called spiritual world and spiritual life. In that path I am trying to go. So, scriptures are on one side, is the Adhara, Upanishads and all that, Bhagavad Gita, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. One support, but it must be backed by the understanding which the realized soul has given again explanation. Because now Shankaracharya's bhashya, suppose on Bhagavad Gita, Shankaracharya gives it to his disciple to write a commentary on that. Because he is the Acharya, he is giving to the world, and world cannot understand it because it is in ignorance. His disciple is his disciple who has got the illumination from this Guru. This Guru has given the illumination. So he knows before state and after state of the bhashya. When he reads the bhashya, what was I And what am I now? With holding on to this Bhashya, I understood Bhagavad Gita and what it means to me now after realization. In what way Shankaracharya has written the Bhashya on Bhagavad Gita. What it means to humans, the Tikakara will explain further. Because he has the experience. Shankaracharya gave after, he came for that purpose. It is like a perfected soul already coming. He doesn't have that backing of being a normal human being. But disciples are such that they appear as the normal human. They are from the Jiva Koti or Ishwar Kotis. But these are from perfected soul, Nitya Siddhas. So this difference, Tikakara must be there to guide us about the understanding of the person who is handing over. It becomes a tradition, sampradaya, to understand the things and go. This is what we see. So we have to love that object, whatever way you worship God, as form, with form, as without form, whatever way you consider, Saguna Sakara, Nirguna Nirakara, as a coming in human form, avatara, as the Antaryami, indweller, whatever way you conceive God, you must fix your heart on that. Heart means as if I cannot live without it anymore. What love makes is difficult to exist without that object. Intellect tries to grab through reasoning. Finally, if it cannot grab, it will leave and come away. But heart will not leave. Once heart catches it, it says, I cannot live without it. This is the difference between heart and intellect. So, when you hold with the heart, it seizes it, and that seizes it. Claim. Today was Holy Mother's birthday, and Homa was there in the ashrama, Shodashopchar Puja and Homa. After the Homa, we keep the Raksha from the Homa. And what we utter is Om, Kleem, Raksha. Raksha Bhava. So, when Om Kleem Raksha become the Raksha, protection, there the Kleem Bija is used. You see, the Kleem Bija is Bija of attraction, used for Krishna. One who catches the heart and drags us towards him. It is magnet attracting iron. So when magnet is attracting iron, it is like a Kleem Bija, God attracting me. Protect me by arresting me, dragging me to you. Om Kleem Sarva Raksha Karo Bhava. The whole mantra is Om Kleem Sarva Raksha Karo Bhava. Om Kleem Sarva Raksha Karo Bhava. So, Sarva Raksha Karo Bhava is Om Kleem what for, I was thinking. Kleem is Bija of attraction, seed of attraction. So God has to attract us and make our mind focus on it. In Upanishad, the realization of Brahman, Brahmajnana, is possible. Whom the Brahman, the Absolute, selects. I cannot realize God. God has to make me realize. Whatever be the understanding, whatever way we approach God, God is beyond all conceptions and all realizations. I may realize God as in Nirvikalpa Samadhi as Brahman, but God is beyond it. It is one of the aspects that I have realized as Brahman. Saguna Sakara, Nirguna Nirakara, all these are different versions of the same reality. So, various aspects, various religions, every religion is giving a particular phase, every denomination is giving a particular phase of that reality, the ultimate reality, the God. So, Advaitic experience is one of its phases. Dvaitic experience another, Vishishadvaitic another, Shakta another, Shaiva another. These are all, but ultimately God is beyond all these limitations, including the Nirvikalpa. Why we see Nirvikalpa as the highest? Because beyond one there is nothing. Beyond one is zero. Multitude is there, millions, and it becomes thousands. It becomes last two, dual, then it becomes one, then zero only, Buddha, Shunya. One without a second we used, Advaita, Advaya, Advaita. One without a second. One without a second. But that one term also, if you don't want to use, like Buddha, you say Shunya. Shunya is the ultimate after Nirvikalpa. Nirvikalpa there is one without second. That also is not there. Shunya. So, absence of all things that you can understand and conceive and have an understanding, Advaita I am able to somehow conceive it in my mind. And he says, no, you should not conceive it in mind. If you, Upanishad, Kenopanishad, he says, Nedam yadidam upasate. Whatever you think as God is not God, because it has already come in your mind. Nedam yadidam upasate. Whatever you do, upasana, it cannot be God. That's why when realization comes, when the Advaitic realization comes, what we consider as the ultimate, because beyond one nothing can be there. When two are there, God and me alone, nobody else, world is also not there, I and God. Then also two are there, you see, each limiting other. So when I merge in God, in that God, two becoming one, that experience in Nirvikalpa, no second, I am myself, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. So in that we see that all duality has gone, yet there is this aspect. Slowly we have to understand. If you can, when realization comes, everything. Veda becomes Aveda. Veda is no more has any value. Upanishads has no value. They were all words. It is like virtual. So many items in the what all we read in Upanishads and all that is like virtual hotel, where all items are there which cannot be eaten. And when you reach that hotel, actually, with all things there, virtual has no meaning. Virtual was just to show you what is there, to invite you to come and have. Once you reach there, its purpose is over. So, Upanishads and all have value till you strive and attain that. Afterwards, Sri Ramakrishna says, they are like straw. It has no more value. So, realization, the whole Hinduism is standing on realization, not even reasoning, anubhuti. So, yukti, anubhuti and shastra must go together always. So, here we see the Holy Mother coming into picture as a great protective force for all jivas, especially those who are struggling. Because we need spiritual nourishment, we need psychic nourishment, we need physical nourishment. Physical nourishment we can get from the physical world somehow or the other. All beings are living without going to office. Neither dog goes to office nor cat, but they are all living. Like that, we too live. What about the beyond? So human life has a thing. We need not only physical food. If physical food need alone was there, we have emotional need, we have psychic need, we have ultimately spiritual need. These other needs and protection from all types of fall in the world, including after death. We don't know, a few days we live here, and after that we part from this here. Here we don't know where we are going to go. What would be my next life in future? So what we have to do is to receive that protection from fall, protection from all types of disturbances in my spiritual life. Take refuge in Divine Mother. And the Divine Mother who has an independent existence apart from her being this universe, apart from has become all the commonwealth of life, apart from her part in the Prakriti, she has an existence independently only for sake of jivas. Whenever jiva calls, she appears there in that form. That form, it can take any form with which the soul is pleased, and give that solace to the burning soul, give support for the seeking, give knowledge, give whatever devotion and all that vairagya, that is dispassion towards the world, viveka, discrimination between the real and unreal, between the permanent and impermanent, between priya and shreya. All this discrimination come from that Divine Mother. So the Divine Mother who is having an independent existence apart from the entire absolute and the relative, just for the sake of jiva, she has come now in the human form as Sharda Devi. This, with confirmed understanding, you have to hold on. Because we are sadhakas who internally or externally also have renounced this world and seeking liberation and welfare of all other beings. So our support must be there from the transcendental realm. We cannot take any support from this world to go ahead, to evolve, or to do good to this world, or to transcend nature and go beyond. The support has to come from the transcendental for us, because we want to transcend the nature and go. It has to come from the transcendental, because we don't seek anything here in this world. Thakur used to say, whoever can, they have to renounce internally and externally. Those who cannot, and because they are family members or some reason, they have to internally renounce. Renunciation is essential for realizing God. Again and again Swamiji asks in the end, towards the end of Master, Thakur puts, when he is not able to speak, he puts leg one over the other and asks, I want to remove this leg, what I have to do? Naren says, you have to remove this leg first. He keeps one stone over the other and says, if you want to remove the lower stone, what you have to do? This has to be kept out and this has to be taken. How clear. This is renunciation, keeping the world away. And it has to be done if you want God, if you want eternal peace, if you want anything that doesn't part from you. All other things part from you, including body, mind, everything. So this you get. That what you are seeking, what you need from the transcendental has come as Holy Mother. From there you can draw whatever you want from that Holy Mother. All direct disciples, last, including our Girish Chandra Ghosh, all of them. Last they go and lay their head at the feet of Mother. All realized souls. Shardanandaji, Ramakrishna, all these are stalwarts in spiritual life. They go, Mother, I am here. Take me on your lap. This is the last surrender to the power that creates this universe and plays in various roles in this world. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.